What's up, everyone? Father here with another exciting backyard baseball video. Going into game 2 of the first round of the bonus tournament. And I'm actually playing this one a little early, so I'm not actually sure if I won the first game or not against my human opponents, at least. It shows as a win here, but that doesn't always mean an actual win for our purposes. But we'll be playing the same team, the Pirates, in this one. And at the same field, I'm hoping it should be basically the same. Had a decent game last time out. Not a great game, but put up 10 runs, almost all of it in the first inning. And Petra, in particular, kind of let me down with runners on. So we're hoping to turn things around for her in this one, and pretty much otherwise hit the ball like we were last time. Try to hit some home runs at the short fences, over the short fences at Parks Department to field number 2. Got our file back in order, so Maria gets her pink boost, and looks like a slight bad day for Sydney. Down to a 7 in fielding instead of the usual 8 from the twin boost. Yeah. So nothing too major, at least. Everybody else was standard. On the Pirate squad, Faye is back to full strength. She was on a bad day for the first game in the series on my side. And oh, that's interesting. Okay. Ernie's on a bad day, and that is actually enough to put Uma on the mound to start things off. So Ernie very much not a batting threat in this one, and a little bit off on pitching and fielding, and that was enough. So with Uma's arm, we will be trying to not hit our grounders right at her, aim for this area down the third baseline, where hopefully Ernie on his bad day is a little bit weaker than usual, and Uma and Tanya are both fairly slow, so they will have somewhat of a difficult time getting to the ball if we can, in fact, keep it somewhat away from them. Don't know what I want to do with our defense in this case. I guess we're still going to put slightly bad day Sydney at shortstop. Pools can still play first. Petra at second. Mike and Cliff at third base. I think we could put Olga at second, hide Petra in right. Yeah, we're going to try this. I've bounced around a little bit on defense this season on my side of things. And batting order wise, yep, that's what I want. Okay, let's get things started. We are always the home team for purposes of this tournament, so assuming no weird extra inning stuff, we will have 5 chances to bat, 15 ounce of offense, but still have to get our 18 ounce on defense. And we will start that pursuit with Maria pitching to Ricky Johnson. And with Ricky, we're pretty happy to save juice and lob some slow balls in with Maria. And pick up a 3-pitch strikeout doing so. Ricky is actually not terrible to use as the user, even with his one bat, just because he has enough speed that as long as you actually do make contact, you're pretty happy with his chances of reaching base. But for the AI, he just tends to not make contact at all. Faye, back to her usual self, a little more of a threat, but chooses to bunt, and Pretty easy play for Maria to make, and we're pretty happy to not have anyone on base with Sammy Sosa at the plate. It's a very scary hitter. We'll be careful pitching to him as much as we can. We'll be throwing strikes just because I don't really believe in intentionally throwing balls. Wow, that was a perfect pitch on the corner there. But we are going to be, like I said, careful and err on the side of balls rather than throwing something fat down the middle. But Maria actually picks up second strikeout on 3 straight pitches there, so good start for her. And no hits, no runs allowed, feels good. Starting off at the top of our order with Cliff Floyd. He's had an up and down season, but came through with a nice home run in game number 1 of the series. May have been a ball, but looked like a good pitch, but we lined it right to Tanya, unfortunately, at shortstop for the first out on the first pitch. Slightly mistimed that one, and was trying to hit it from a closed stance, so yeah, I was going to have trouble making contact there, too. Ruth is going to have to be less picky. Hits it hard, but right at Uma, but she flubs it, and that gives Ruth enough time to make it to first base. So we do have a runner on for Petra. Obviously swinging power here. That one was low. Didn't want to hit it, swing at it, even if it was in the strike zone. And then, it's not going to go out, is it? Nice catch by Ricky. That's unfortunate. And screwed things up, unfortunately. And got doubled up. I thought with that throw from Ricky I would have time to tag up, but I instead ran myself into a double play. So that's going to be probably a pain in my butt at some point in this one. Go down on just a few pitches from Uma, ultimately. Bad contact from Petra, but not quite enough. Nice catch by Ricky. And between Ruth falling down on the bases and some good relay work on defense by the Pirates, we got doubled up. Yeah, that sucks. Maria continues to deal on the mound at least, up to 3 strikeouts on 12 pitches through the first 4 batters. So Uma sits back down, and Jessica comes to the plate. Sean Green clone. Its primary purpose through the seasons has been to serve as a right field block, so play in right field and force players like Sammy Sosa and Ichiro to other positions like shortstop or catcher that are generally regarded as more important defensively. And she does reach base. Olga got to the ball, but failed to catch it, and we couldn't make a throw over to first in time. So Jessica reaches first and has a runner on base for Delgado until Jessica tries to steal and gets herself thrown out. Nice throw from Ashley, I believe, is behind the plate. So now nobody on, and 2 outs for Delgado. Hits a grounder towards shortstop, but Cliff actually comes over from third to make the play. He's kind of a nasty defender at third, and could have been pretty nasty, I think, at first base with my Tin Can Alley field, I may have been better off just letting him play first and hiding Pujols in left field, but it would have been risky for some of my away games for sure. Anyways, get out of that inning with no actual damage done, and we've got Maria Luna at the plate. I don't know what to do with her. I've been having some struggles lately. It's that one hard into the gap in right center, and should be a double pretty easily, actually, with weak throw and Rose Flugel at second. We end up with a triple from Maria to lead things off. Not quite a power swing, but she did hit it well into the gap. And that's pretty good skill to have. Sydney gets a nice pitch, basically down the middle, but just fouls it off. So that one hard, and it gets over the head of Uma on the mound. And we're just going to have an RBI single from Sydney, I believe. Yeah. Sydney, the shortstop. That means she's on first base for sister Ashley. Nice pitch from Uma, low and inside for strike one. Wasn't interested in swinging at it. That one was better, and I just kind of flubbed it, unfortunately. Uma was easily able to make the catch, but luckily Carlos had kind of run away from first base, so no double play opportunity.
Check this out, man.
Brings up Albert with an out and a runner on. Man, if I had waited on that one a little bit longer, could have been it. I may have waited too long on that one, not really sure. That was a good pitch too, but whiffs with Pujols, unfortunately. Uma's first strikeout of the game. And we'll have Horace up to bat. Yeah, that was a strike. I was trying to get away with picking up a power-up, but not to be. And then Horace hits kind of weak pop-up towards Ernie, and Ernie makes the play. So we do score a run from Maria's triple and single from Sydney, but struggled after that. Only up to 3 hits so far in this one. And these Pirates will still have a power-up to use at some point if they are able to get a runner on base. So I don't really want to try to set up a double play opportunity. Not that we're ever intentionally able to do so. But I am particularly incentivized to not have anybody reach base. And indeed, we'll pick up another strikeout from Maria, which normally we don't want a ton of strikeouts, but like I said, we just want to keep people off the bases as much as possible. We do have this more juice in reserve as well. So Ernie goes down on strikes. Tanya now at the plate, and with 1 strike on her, and 2 strikes. Maria misses on her wildest pitch, a heat. Low and inside. Try to pick up the bottom of the zone with a slow ball. Was a strike, but Tanya made contact. Pretty hard contact, actually, but right at Sydney, the shortstop. And Sydney makes the catch this time. Can't quite make the relay from Ruth to Olga to Albert. That is kind of the downside of Olga at second base in that case. So Ricky may try to pull off the power-up swing here, but he also could end up whiffing. Nope. I was trying to have Petra.
Way to go, sis. Come on, you guys. Very nice.
I was trying to have Petra throw the ball to Ruth to relay it in. We ended up confusing for Rose Flugel, who took off for third, but with her 2 and running, she didn't get very far, and we were able to get her in a quick little pickle and then throw her out, trying to retreat to second. So they did use at least one of their power-up charges. Might have more, and ended up just getting out of the inning anyways. Back on offense at the bottom of our order to start things off. Run, Olga! Nice. Alright, got a single on that slow-mo. So not only do we have a runner on base, we have a power-up for Petra to use.
Back up.
It's an under-grounder. Definitely gonna line drive. I'm tempted to power swing, but
Not a broken ladder.
nice job by Cliff going against the shift. Ultimately just a single, but with our current base runners, this could still be okay. I think we're still going to try a grounder with Ruth here and just try to place it right. Yeah, about like that. Nobody covering third. Ernie kind of came towards the ball, so we're actually going to end up bases loaded and with a second power-up to use. So this could be a nice breakthrough for us here. End up with a crazy bunt. I think I'm still going to go under grounder here with Petra. Most likely outcome is a ground rule double. Yep. But that will score 2 and open up a base for Maria if we need it. Especially with Petra struggling recently, feels good to have these power-ups for her. It's a little cheap. Yeah, it was a nice pitch to Maria, but I didn't really have a chance to get around on it. And misses below the zone on that one, so 1-1. Now 2-1. I'm getting a little wild and tired. It's done a few power-up pitches, so 3-1. And Maria slaps that one the other way. Foul. Ugh. Off by inches, seemingly. On full count, she grounds that one foul. I'm tempted to switch to line drive. Yeah, I think I will. Uma ultimately misses low. Good eye from Maria. And we'll load up the bases for Sydney. Not known for her power, but she had a nice line drive home run last game. She do it again? She did! Grand slam, Sydney Weber. Right down the line, just barely fair this time. 404 feet. Perfect swing from her. Really been loving her line drive swing at this field. She came through big to drive everybody in, clear the bases. Still no outs in the inning. And now a 7-0 lead. Luma's still in the game despite having given up 7 runs and should be pretty tired too. Ashley rips that one down the line. It'll get past Ernie.
Good job.
Faye gets to it pretty quickly though, so just a single for Ashley, but not too bad just to get a runner on base for Albert. Oh, I thought that was a strike. I was just taking it because it was low and hard to drive, but definitely struggling. 2-0 is the count. Throws a strike and Pujols just fouls it off. 2-1. Pujols hits that one hard towards center field. It's going to get off the screen. And Ashley comes all the way around to score on that single, thanks to the, at least currently, weak arms of Ricky, Rose, and Ernie. We do still have Pujols stuck on first. Didn't really trust trying to get him going on the bases. I also have Delgado on the mound now, so Uma is over at first base. Ooh, that was a nice pitch. I should have switched to squared, I think. Nice pitch from Delgado. Misses inside just barely with that one. Might have even caught the corner. It's one of those that sometimes goes the other way. And misses high slightly with that pitch, so 2-1. Horace makes contact and puts it in a pretty good spot. Albert's still going to get thrown out, trying to get to second. But Horace reaches safely, so a fielder's choice. And a runner on with 1 out for Olga at the bottom of the lineup. I think she started this inning. It's been a good inning. Carlos misses inside with his first pitch of the at-bat. And catches the strike zone, but I wasn't willing to switch off of open yet, so 1-1. Yeah, that actually might have been a ball, unfortunately. That one was definitely a ball, so 2-2 is the count on Olga. Gotta swing anything close, though. We get Horace thrown out at second, unfortunately, but again, Olga reaches safely, so another play, just a fielder's choice. I got power with Cliff here. Just gonna take that hook for ball 1. That one was in a similar spot, but did catch the edge of the strike zone. That was the pitch we were looking for. He didn't quite drive it as well as I would have liked, but Tanya going to get the ball. We're not going to send Olga home. We're going to trust Ruth to get on base, hopefully. And then we'll have a power-up for Petra once again. He takes that first hook inside for ball 1. Looked like it was going to hit her, if that was possible. This one I thought was going to cut far enough inside for a strike, and it did, but we're trying for a closed grounder swing if we can. Yep, just about like that. No chance for them to make a play. Maybe could have even gotten Olga home, but No real reason to risk it with our current setup. Ruth and Olga really doing their jobs in this one.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
And Petra makes contact, which is all she really had to do. And it's going to get over the fence for a second ground rule double of the inning, actually. Up to 10 runs total, all but one of them in this inning. And Maria back at the plate. I believe just walked her last time up and had tripled early in the game. Hook from Delgado that looked and was low for ball one. Maria hits that one on the ground towards Rose. Not exactly what we were looking for from her, but it was enough for her to reach base at least and give Sydney a second chance in this inning to be the hero. That one was similarly located, pitch-wise, and she did hit it towards left field, but where Faye was able to field it and make the out on Petra trying to get to third was kind of always going to be the choke point in that situation. So should have been a hit for Sydney, but that's how it goes in backyard baseball sometimes. We are pretty happy to have this 10-run lead at this point in the ballgame, though. Nicely located from Maria there. We throw one more pitch, and then, well, if we get close to a strikeout, we're going to go ahead and use our more juice to have a chance to get more juice. Again, trying to keep runners off the bases, well, both because Sammy's up and because they might still have a power-up to use. And if they keep making contact, we're not going to bother using our more juice. Maria is not going to be up to bat probably this inning, or if she is, she'll have time to recover some juice. Ooh, that was a nasty pitch on the corner. 1-1 on Uma so far. Takes that one for a strike, and now with a chance to get a strikeout, we're going to go ahead and use our juice. Might get more, makes it easier to actually get the strikeout. Not going to be in this case. Ball gets through the whole infield. Ruth fields it in center field, and Uma's exhausted from all her time on the mound, so we're actually able to still get her at first despite our entire defense, infield defense, just barely missing the ball. So no damage in that inning, and we'll start things off with Ashley Weber here in the bottom of the fourth. Nobody on, gonna go line drive swing and take the first pitch for a ball. There's probably an argument for just trying to ground it towards Ernie, but sometimes we can end up with something better than just a single. Actually hits that one hard, but pulls it foul, so I'm a little too early, I believe. 3-1 now the count. Carlos missing inside, and it's pretty easy to tell most of the time with Ashley. Brief pause in the action there, but back with full count for Ashley. Hits the ball hard towards Tanya, but Tanya flubs it. So Ashley singles. Do have a runner on for Albert Pujols' third chance in this one. Stubbornly going with the power swing. I'm trying to find something fairly high in the strike zone. Ugh, brutal pitch from Delgado there. We'll switch to line drive and try to just make contact. Ooh, that's exactly what we wanted. Unfortunately, I think I was a little late on that outside heat. Super early on that one. Dang it. Well, that's what we wanted, but I think that one's on me. I mean, I think Pujols' timing is pretty tricky anyways, but Pujols tries to get a hold of that one inside, but just fouls it off. Fouls that one off too. Also with 2 strikes, gonna switch to line drive. Correctly recognized that one was above the strike zone. So ball 1. Same with that hook. Definitely preferred not having Delgado on the mound. There's a lot of hooks. Morris makes good contact, and it gets by Ernie. So just a single, but better than an out. And with the current fielding configuration, we at least have a chance to have everybody reach base safely on this ground ball attempt from Olga. Even better would be a walk if we could manage that. Choose that one pretty much right at Delgado. So they do get the lead runner, unfortunately, at third. And they put us in a situation where we pretty well want to swing power with Cliff. I think that might have been a ball. Oh, that did not go as far as I thought it was going to go. And Ricky makes the catch in center. So we pick up quite a few hits in that inning, but no further runs. So sitting at just our 10. Man, I thought Cliff got all that, but not quite, not quite. We'll be leading off with Ruth, Petra, and Maria next inning. But first, we got to get through a few fairly dangerous hitters of the Pirates, starting with Jessica here. Takes the first pitch for a strike, takes the second pitch for a strike. And a slow ball real low in the zone. But it caught somewhere in the strike zone, and Jessica watched it go by for out number 1 in the inning. Maria's 5th strikeout of the game. Pitching very well so far. Starts with a slow ball to Delgado that Maria and Albert were kind of fighting over for a minute, but Delgado's both naturally pretty slow and was probably tired from pitching, so he was not able to reach first despite the bit of confusion there. With Ernie on his bad day and Maria coming up to bat, we're trying to save stamina juice, so we are just going to throw slow balls to Ernie and pick up a strikeout anyways, so strikeout number 6. said, Ruth leading off here in the bottom of the fifth. Our last chance at bat, unless something goes terribly wrong in the top of the sixth. Her reaching base would be pretty huge here to have a runner on for Petra to use this crazy bunt. But theoretically is good, at least. Hard to say for sure. Pretty much perfect from Ruth there. Yeah, easy single. 4 for 4 today. Really been pretty impressed with her this season. There are better contact hitters. She's had some actual bad days from the in-game perspective, so that's definitely hindered her average this season. But Petra just needs a strike here with the ability to use the crazy bunt. It actually is just going to be a long single. But does score Ruth. Bounces off the fence in right field. Jessica ran in quite a ways without throwing it, and then flubbed their first throw. Gave us enough time to run all the way home. Hard ground ball from Maria. That is called fair. Petra actually has time to make it to second. Uma took a while to get to the ball and is tired, so her strong arm is not as strong as it could be. So not exactly what we were looking for with power swing from Maria there, but it was enough to move Petra over. Bring up Sydney once again. Another homer here would be really nice. Don't think that's going to do it. Faye does not make the catch. Petra barely makes it to third in time. So base is loaded. And Ashley now at the plate. Gonna need a nice drive into the outfield and some luck to bring Petra home, but minimal danger of a double play at least. Maybe on that one.
You're really good.
Nope, Petra made it back, okay. Bases loaded, 1 out. Albert at the plate. This would be a nice time for a home run for him. Or at least driving it into a gap somewhere. Or a walk. Walk would be nice. 1-0 to count so far. And 2-0. And a walk is nice, but also trades one slow runner on base for another. No. Okay. RBI single in the infield was not what I was expecting there, but we have managed to tire out a lot of this Pirates defense. And Delgado doesn't have a great arm anyways, so that bad contact was enough in that case. Horace now at the plate, still bases loaded, still 1 out. Takes that first pitch inside for a ball. Gets a nice hook towards the middle of the strike zone, but just fouls it off. 1-1. Gets that one hard towards right field. It's going to get out for the second grand slam of the day. Orioles, second grand slam of the day. 1 from Sydney and 1 from Horace. Those two have been pretty great for us so far in this bonus tournament. 1 home run each in each game now. really increases our run total there. So it's definitely big just to have that random single from Pujols that worked out.
Please cease this foolishness.
Now with a
This forfeit may not
16-0 lead.
be
And now Tanya on the mound, so if we can get the ball past her, we have a really easy time with Bad Day Ernie and Exhausted Delgado on the left side of the infield. I might even be able to steal now. Nobody on that side of the field. I have no idea why Tanya made that throw, but we will take the, I guess they'll count it as a double.
I'm gonna show you why they call me Clubber.
I think we're okay just taking the easy ground ball single here if we can with Cliff. And end up popping it into the air as he does sometimes. Nope, that was basically perfect.
Look at them go.
Oop, oop, okay. Well, that worked out. Oh yeah, Tanya was at first. I wasn't really trying to get them to throw it. How does he go to third? I rarely understand the out-of-play rules in backyard baseball. I wasn't expecting Sammy to throw it to second, but he did. I turned around with, I don't think I did anything wrong there. I just got kind of lucky with Tanya going over to cover first and just being way out of position. So I think it's going to give Cliff credit for a triple there. Pretty easy single for Ruth. As Tanya again throws the ball where nobody's going to get it. It's going to end up being a home run from Ruth. I'm not intentionally doing any of that. But Uma is exhausted at first base and was playing really deep for some reason, despite Ruth being the batter. I think in this situation, we're just going to go power swing with Petra and try to get back on track with her. That's the pitch we wanted, but she just fouls it off. That one goes low for ball number one. Same with that pitch. 2-1 the count. A hard hit ground ball towards Uma at first, but she is not going to actually field it. Petra will make it all the way to first before Jessica has time to get to the ball and throw it into Tanya, covering from the pitcher's mound. That Ernie bad day really threw off this Pirates defense, I feel like. Ooh, that's the pitch we wanted with Maria in this situation, but she fouls it off. Takes that one below the strike zone. It's that one hard towards right field. It's going to get out. Yes, yes it is. Legitimate home run from Maria with Petra on base. Brings us to the score of 21-0. Tanya's going to go back over to shortstop, which is probably just an improvement for them defensively. Carlos is going to miss below the strike zone for ball one. Sydney basically just hits a ground ball, but it's pretty well located. Tanya was shifted over that way with Sydney in a closed stance, but took her just long enough to get to the ball. Oh, goodness. Alright, Sammy on the mound. Carlos Delgado behind the plate. Should be an easy steal opportunity. Yeah, Carlos isn't even going to try to go to second. A decent throw to third, though. We're not going to try to get greedy there. Sammy misses high with that hook. You can stay on the mound as long as you want, Sammy. 3-0 with the count. Does get a strike in on that pitch, but I'll follow the unwritten rules of baseball and take it. Ashley clubs that one over the fence, joining her sister in the home run column. Not to be one-upped, although Sydney's was a further distance. They'll take a 23-0 lead now. Trying to figure out Pujols' swing still. That was a strike low and inside, but gonna take it for strike. That one catches the bottom of the strike zone too. Nice pair of pitches from Sammy. Ooh, if I had switched to closed, I think we could have crushed that. But I thought it was staying towards the middle of the plate, where I could crush it with an open stance. Tricky pitch from Sammy there. That was a nice one to hit for Horace, but he just fouls it off. And hits that one on the ground, foul as well. He's fallen behind in the count, 0-2. Pretty sure that was a strike. And actually, with this defense, Horace able to make it to first, and then Sammy throws it out of play before Uma can get to first base. So the inning continues. Olga locates that one well. There's going to be no play anywhere for Ernie at third. That's Horace. We're just going to power. It's fine. Nice pitch from Sammy. Good chance for Cliff, but he just fouls it off. Gets that one right at Sammy, and he's able to make the play. That could have happened with a grounder swing too. So, all right, a 9-run third and a 13-run fifth. The major scoring in this one for the Orioles. For a total of 23, with that one extra run in the second. Tanya hits that ball hard. And it does actually get down for a single. Horace did not want to go try to track it down for me. And they could still have a power up, so this could be bad for us. Yep. It is a long single for Rose. Setting up a potential triple play if things break our way. Be a fun way to end the game. Ricky would just make some weak contact. It's not going to be a triple play. Ricky is too fast. Maybe could have tried to go from third to first to second, but wouldn't like our chances there. Power up doesn't matter at this point. Doesn't appear that they have any more power up charges unless the AI is tricky enough to save it.
Remember that time you made fun of my dress? Well, now it's payback time.
And I'm going to try to finish things off with a fireball strikeout, and we do.
Power.
Nice game from the Orioles in this one. I didn't think that that Ernie bad day was going to be quite so impactful, but he was just not able to field his position at third very well. And especially once we tired out Uma, she stayed on the mound longer than I would have expected. Yeah, everything just kind of worked out from there. They had a lot of throwing errors that I was really not trying to set up, but just kind of kept happening anyways. So I don't know what I can do about it other than stop making contact, which is not how you want to play the game. But yeah, 23 to nothing is our final score here. And one of the rare but occasional big scores that I'm able to put up. And yeah, feels good, but if we do have a game 3, it could definitely be a different outcome. Yeah, I don't know my scores currently. I was playing this one a little early to get done with the week. And that's going to do it. I need to navigate out of here to save both my my actual final score. Actually, I guess I just need this score. So I'll grab this screenshot and use it instead. And yeah, that'll be